Up next, it is a middleweight clash between Anderson the Spider Silva and George Rush St. Pierre. All right, so here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George Rush St. Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is the man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George St. Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, George St. Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George St. Pierre, he truly changed the game.
Well, he still owns the record for the longest title reign in UFC history, nearly 2,500 days. Anderson the Spider Silva, and I guess, DC, with no mandatory retirement age, this guy might go forever.
Anderson Silva is one of the greatest fighters of all time. One of the guys that when you think of mixed martial arts, you think of the UFC, you immediately think of the Spider. You think of the highlight reel, winning the belt from Rich Franklin, the up kick on Vitor Belfort, the knee against Stephan Bonner, the bobbing and weaving against Forrest Griffin. He has a highlight reel a mile long, one of the most fantastic martial artists the sport has ever seen.
And still proving to be competitive in his mid-40s. That is the goal again tonight for one of the best to ever do it, Anderson the Spider Silva. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. Silva is 6 years his senior. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. Here is Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, George Rush St. Pierre! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 34 wins, 11 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, Anderson, the Spider Silva!
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner. Ready?
Well, DC is a charismatic guy. I have never seen you more giddy before a fight in my life, because before the super fight was in vogue, the super fight everybody talked about, Anderson Silva versus George St. Pierre.
And now we finally get it. We had to wait so long, but to watch 2 of the consensus greatest fighters of all time, locked in an octagon, long-reigning welterweight champ versus long-reigning middleweight champ, finally get to settle the debate. It was historic. It's a big night. The arena's buzzing. Let's get started.
Oh, nice job by him there to slip that offer.
Look at those weapons. Look at how he uses his knees to the body.
GSP going for the takedown here. Nothing doing there.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
He lands the head kick. Blocks the shot. Oh, spinning back fist out of nowhere. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Oh! He missed with that jab attempt there.
Huge knee lands to the clinch.
Lands with the kick there. No pad on that foot.
No shin guard. He's taking all of that kick every time he throws it.
Well, Silva's knee is blocked. And now he's got the Thai clinch. Now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch. You better protect that head.
Great job securing the Muay Thai clinch. Watch for big knees to the body, and eventually him switch it up with a big knee to the head.
Little cut below that left eye. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Anderson the Spider Silva.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work.
Oh, nice jab there. He told us on Thursday he wanted to break this dude's nose. That is certainly a step in the right direction.
Mission accomplished. You are battering that nose. Oh, nice jab. Real sneaky body kick.
Takedown defense holds up. Strong defense there to block the shot. The horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always going to be. When you have two very talented fighters, sometimes it's very easy. That's what we saw in round number one.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. All right, he gets the finally gets the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort, but finally that shot was good enough to get his opponent down.
I don't know how many times, John, I could have watched this guy shoot takedown attempts without securing one. It's almost like out of pity. You feel good for him to finally get it done. Now what does he do with this top control?
Well, he stayed pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Silva. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hips, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by George St. Pierre. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice.
Look at the skip action that allows you to land that big knee.
And there's a takedown attempt. All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How
big strike lands?
Big strike lands. Now he wants to try to chase down that finish. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
try to establish that jab. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. GSP. Oh, strong. DC, he's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straights are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Man, that cut is only getting worse. Canvas cleanup guy's gonna be busy. Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you gotta be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. And the horn sounds on round 2. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
All right, so another round is now underway. Pretty good action over the previous 10 minutes. Your thoughts on what we might see here?
Both of the guys really picking up on the action, putting their foot on the...
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on the bicycle, John. He needs to get in this space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issues. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Oh, collar tie.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Oh, man, that left side is getting beat up now. Look at the redness there.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
He changes the angle, finds the right spot to land that punch to the head from the clinch.
Nice double leg takedown attempt there, and you got to think that's something that's going to give him confidence. Well, Silva's got his head. Let's see if he can secure a guillotine choke here.
Watch guillotine. Why is he not recognizing this right now? He's got...
Oh, looks like he's countering here with maybe a Von Flu. He's got the side mount, and now all of a sudden his opponent's in trouble. May want to bail on that guillotine sooner rather than later. Brilliant submission defense there. All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet. He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
The horn at the end of the round, so the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
You ready? You ready? Fight!
Effective punch there by George St. Pierre. Oh, Superman punch! All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Big knee lands.
St. Pierre's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now.
Just misses there with the left. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Well, Silva's shot there is blocked.
Oh, nice.
Oh! Huge right hand!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, he might be
He
out.
didn't like that left hand.
Oh!
That one was supposed to end the fight.
Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Wow! Wow! What a fight!
Just the way he drew it up as he gets the knockout victory here tonight, it's hard to land a strike more flush than he did right there, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming. So he'll see the replay and probably shake his head, but ultimately this is a huge result and a huge win for that fighter here tonight. Well, what a moment for him here tonight. We now go to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 17 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Anderson, the Spider Silva!
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need a ticket to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your coaches get to celebrate the great handiwork.